Brugnoli, Scarfati, and Tetti. One night only at the Metropolitan Opera. Italy has an entire production company devoted to Titanic cartoons. That explains a lot. The opening to The Lion King is stuck. Oddly enough, the title in Chinese translates as Amazing Ice Danger Ship. The music's stuttering. Let's see, Angelica, soprano, William tenor, Gertrude, mezzo-soprano, Gaston, bass baritone, and Kirk. Quite a coup getting Bobby solo as La Voce di Fritz. Music by Wendy Carlos's cat walking across her synthesizers. An Italian mariachi group? The hell? You want to get near a melody, or are you just gonna drum your fingers against the keyboard? On the island of Sodor, bad mockbusters always begin with a train trip. River City! Next stop, River City! Oh, I hope that's an apology for what we're about to see. "90% of all Big Fish games open like this.
Now don't forget, my pretties, the purpose of this journey is husbands, handsome.
Which Jane Austen villain is she again?
And don't you spoil things, Angelica. And stop moping over that picture. You're never going to find your precious mother.
Your precious mother!
I'm confused. Who are the bad guys here?
My father, too. I'll find them both.
As indicated by my previous statement that I would find my mother and my father too. Ah! Stupid bunnies! They shouldn't have set the music to NyQuil Hangover. Whoa, now we're in an IMAX movie. Up, seagull ass. Thank you so bloody much, movie. Pretty dead in Southampton today. Must be a bank holiday or something. I don't like Cunard's new ad campaign. This is why they invented seatbelts, and windows, and back seats. Ooh, first chiropractors were tough.
Plenty to keep you busy aboard this tub.
Did someone land on a giant balloon off screen? Charlie Callis's ancestors.
Why do you dick? Don't know. We don't know.
She's a walking comic sound effects board.
Pick up that luggage and get a move on.
Jeffrey, what are you...
Maybe she should have kept her orphan locket, I don't know, around her neck rather than in a box with a very loose lid.
Here you are. Let's hope it's a smooth crossing.
There, you jinxed it. We found the one person responsible for this entire disaster.
My card.
Creeper McPerv, professional leerer.
This
nice.
is yours.
Now hurry. All the best places would be taken.
Knew I shouldn't have packed Mjolnir in the carry-on.
Why you have let him bring all his toys is a big puzzle, Pavel.
Let Gretchen. He promised to carry them himself.
Besides, it's one less thing for the Cossacks to ransack. He's a mouse. You'd think he'd be better at skittering. Well, I had a good run. My 15 siblings didn't even make it to 6 months.
Come on, Angelica. Don't dawdle.
I won't tell Don Bluth I saw you.
It's the banker, Jeremy McFlannel.
Ah, yes, I'm familiar with his partners, Peter McTweed and Larry O 50% Cotton Rayon Blend.
Oh, magnifique. What a beauty. What a face. What a divine figure.
I sense someone undressing me with their bad French accent. Oh, sorry, that's my stomach. I haven't had lunch yet. Street jewelry, when you care enough to send the very best.
Toothache, Gaston?
Non, ce n'est rien, Sir William.
After all, no one is as slick as me.
Ernest, be careful.
After all your father sacrificed to pay our passage.
So help me if all that
Don't
goat's
spoil
blood
your
goes to waste.
Hang on, Sonny.
Thank you so much, sir.
The daycare next to the movie is really loud right now. It's so annoying. Did everyone in this movie pack nothing but weight plates?
Need help?
No, thank you, Master William. I can manage.
Don't be
With my
silly, Nanny.
rheumatism and my
Let me.
lumbago and my dropsy. Yep, that's a lot of ship. All background characters to the boarding station, please. All background characters to the boarding station, please. You too, Hitler. No, don't wave. There's only so much animation to go around. Splash Mountain Reject characters have to use the back entrance. Oh, it's a lovely day to start a journey to spread plague in a brand new world.
So, what have you got in there?
The skulls of my enemies.
Things that might be useful to us all.
You know, flares, life jackets, class action lawsuits to the White Star Line. Did the blue fairy just board? Hey, I need that to make an attractive decorative lantern I saw on Pinterest.
What's with the costumes, guys?
Speed Gonzalez and Slowpoke Rodriguez's other cousin, Average Speed Gutierrez.
decent baller,
Mind if I join you? I play wicked bongos, you know.
It's true, you haven't really heard Defying Gravity until you've heard it on bongo.
I'm coming. Be with you in a jiffy.
The subtitles can't even work up enough energy to do the whole movie.
Sam Bradbury, Sam to my friends, a threat to my enemies.
Minor acquaintances, we can prorate the threat.
The captain how worried I am about my jewelry. But now I feel quite safe at the reception, knowing that your watchful eye is upon them.
Detective Bradbury, Miss Rhoda Vanderplank of New York Society.
You lie, that's Aunt May.
The Vanderplank copper mines. Oh, a pleasure, ma'am.
So, how's the strike busting
Actually,
going?
the reason I'm traveling with you is that there's a notorious gang of thieves aboard, which I'm trailing in disguise.
Good job, they'll never peg you for a detective in that get-up.
Right, Captain?
Sir, ready for sea, sir.
All right. Ahead slow.
Aye, aye, sir.
And go easy pulling out of the harbor. We don't
Aw,
want to
come on,
disturb
let me
the other
clip the
liners with
Lusitania
our
just
wash.
this once.
Barbara,
See you later, everybody.
Rob, let's go get unpacked.
Coming? Yes!
Did they record those lines in a warehouse?
Screw. Ahead slow.
All gang points away.
I just grew 3 feet, guys, it's impressive! Bye-bye! Have fun storming the North Atlantic! Full speed ahead! Use all the animation you've got in you, boys! Oh, don't! Those are Chihiro's friends! It's graduation day on the Titanic. Sorry, honey, there wasn't enough budget to animate waving and walking at the same time.
Look at it! Mommy! What am I going to do? This is Angelica's fault.
She was supposed to pack my shapeless pink
Call her,
dress.
Mommy! Call her at once!
And make her put her clothes in order.
Right after I strangle you with the valance to get you to shut up.
Oh, my favorite dress. I wanted to wear it. Oh, it's
She's so upset her voice has gone out of sync.
Come in.
Hello, my name is Meriadoc and I'll be your steward
Young
for this
man?
voyage.
Yes, would you please go fetch my ward? Her name is Angelica Pickering, and you'll find
And
her
these are the
down
only
in
dresses
third
they drew
class,
for us,
cabin
too.
39. I want her here immediately, if not sooner.
Is the camera on me yet? Now? Okay, I'll move now. Someone's been stealing my Ferrero Rocher stash. Line?
Miss Pickering,
Yes?
your guardian wants you in her cabin right away. I'll show you the way if you like.
Coming!
While he shows her the way, please enjoy this terrible CGI.
Oh, don't start swatting right away, Master William.
My mustache
See,
could
boy,
use a little
come
more
on,
sleaze.
Relax.
They packed nothing but Gideon Bibles.
I know, you're right. But I'm in no mood to enjoy myself.
I'm having a depressive
My
episode.
little girl has had a proper education, poor darling. Expect I'll never know.
You mustn't dwell on her, Nanny. You're
These
on
things
sea
have a
voyage
way of
too.
working themselves out
So
by
take your own
contrived
advice.
coincidence.
Relax. Who knows what's around the corner? I dream of my first building going up in America.
I'm also
They're
thinking
way
of
ahead
moving
of us
to a
over
bigger
there.
place. I'm
But
making some real good
You
money.
never can tell.
Progress, Sir William. Progress. One must always be ready to progress.
Which is why
Your
my
humble
accent is
secretary,
getting more
even I,
incomprehensible.
could someday become perhaps even your boss. Here, if you don't need me, I think I'll take a stroll around the deck.
I will also
You
eat
didn't
snails
pack
and
our
be
clothes
rude to
properly,
tourists
you
because I am very
clumsy
French.
Bernice's dress even has a rip in it.
Well, to be fair, she shouldn't have packed the clothing on top of the Ginsu knives and throwing stars.
Pick up those bits of broken china at once. Then mend and iron our clothes so we can attend the reception to welcome us aboard. In any case, you can't come. You've nothing to
What
wear.
the-
Nothing to wear. No one's going to
Oh
lend
man,
you
I
anything.
think I'm freaking out. Oh, the animation's giving me a bad trip, man.
I carried all the toys without dropping one.
Who knew Garfield's ancestors were such expert mousers? Ugh, damn, he survived. Still, it's early in the movie.
If it hadn't been for you, I would be now in someone else's digestion.
Did they run that line
from now
through Google
on,
Translate
try
a few
not to strike
times?
out on your own without checking with me first. Because you see, I'm responsible for how the animals behave on this.
Tell me, do you know? Do you really know? Do you know it, yes or
I
no?
know a
Yes or
group
yes
of
or yes or
lemurs
no?
is called
You know
Conspiracy.
who I really am? I'm the boss, and I command. I direct the band.
Well, I direct the spastic mouse on drums anyway.
Better stop it if you're breathing. For instance, here it's time for freezing, cause instead of being a hero,
Those
you know,
aren't
you
the
might
lyrics
become
in
a
Chinese,
hero.
it's multiple variations on the phrase,
It's
what
no
the
confusion,
fuck
no confusion.
is
Out on a
this?
so I'm using a special trip, so we best get started. Hardy, party, party, hardy.
Lyrics by Lin-Manuel Miranda, Dog Tobio.
All of you will bring the goodies, mini cakes and mini cookies, tasty steaks and hot salamis, juicy cheese for the capital C. You all.
Nope, not me, leave me out of whatever this
Go
is.
directly to first class. You found the best you can pour in a glass. Drinks are topped and on the rocks. Sparkling wine and sweet champagne. Let it flow.
It's
just
hard
let
to
it
believe
rain.
Party Time was an improvement on the original, and yet here we are.
Welcome party, so come with me. Come on, everybody. You remember it forever. The one on board has had it better. Ruffle Fritz.
Ruffle flips?
Ruffle Fritz.
Apple pits? Wrap your
What a
tits?
boss, super duper, what a party. Ruffle Fritz.
Waffle Blitz? Scrapple Splits? Dapper Spits? No. Just no. Ooh, yum, my favorite. Cobb salad with flu snot. She has Indiana Jones's whip in there.
It's a losing battle. Trying to teach you how
Evil
to
Demon,
needs
Evil
to be
Demon.
gentle.
We've changed her enough so the mouse can't sue
How can I
us.
expect subtlety from two lumbering lumps with hands like hams? Brains between you to fill a sparrow's skull.
Someone
Yes.
hasn't read Leaders Eat Last.
Dumbbells, I despair. What are you looking for?
Something to bludgeon you with. Why?
Here it is. That's
The entire
way
budget
to
for the
do
movie,
it,
all
boys.
15 lira of it.
Understand?
God, don't look at me like that.
All of you will bring the goodies, mini cakes and mini cookies, tasty steaks.
Meanwhile, somewhere in a rejected Looney Tunes short. Don't worry, I'm sure this is all vital to the plot. Well, one of the plots, somehow or another. Well, that's how I want to go, draped over a prime rib as big as I am. No one will be seated during the thrilling laundry carrying scene.
Everything all right? Do you need a hand?
I took some basic fairy godmothering
thank
classes
you.
in college, if that helps.
I don't mind hard work. It's just I'm worried because I can't find my locket.
It's
means
not
so
worth
much
much,
to
but
me.
it has great MacGuffin
Present
value.
from my mother. I never knew her, and without it, I'm afraid I'll never find her.
This movie needs to put out some glue traps. Kid's lucky he keeps running into the only people on the ship who don't seem to recognize him as a
What
health
are you
hazard.
doing up there? Hungry? Looking for something to eat?
Yes, I'll start with a pâté foie gras and a Caesar salad, and can you bring around a wine menu?
We haven't much. But you're welcome to a nibble.
Oh, great, I hope you brought enough for every disease-carrying vermin on the ship. So, was that one loaf of bread supposed to last 3 people the entire week-long voyage? Good thing the Titanic never made it, otherwise it would have been a plague ship. Thank you, I'll let you know when I want to see a dessert tray.
You go first. No, you go first. No, you go first.
No, you first.
No, you go first.
No, you go first.
No, you go first.
Hey, the night at the opera stateroom scene! With 2 people. And no comedy.
With Tiger.
Here he is. Out here.
The characters resort to binge drinking to get through the movie.
Where? Oh, so you're picking up their habits now, are you?
The cycle of terrible
Come
slapstick
on.
continues.
All right. You start at that end, I'll check the cabins in the middle. And don't come back empty-handed.
Right you are. Aye, aye.
Why were they
Don't
training as
worry about
pickpockets
that.
if they're just
We're
going to break into
professionals.
staterooms? They've already been spotted by 2 stewards, half the cleaning crew, and a family from Dubuque. Hey, I didn't know Lady and the Tramp's kid was in this. Just hold still, wait for the slapstick setup to finish. Wookie Wookie? Well, that came out of nowhere, completely unpredictable.
We've done it again.
Hey, Slinky Dog became a real boy. Good for him.
How many times do I have to tell you? Wait for my signal.
No slapstick until I say so.
And those shoes, they're bums.
We had the budget to render a CGI boat, and you're going to see every damn second of the results. Everybody's waiting for the towel animal demonstration to start. Crap, it's Umbridge! She's wearing Falcor. Not many synthesizers have the sleazy stripper horn setting.
All these years and you still haven't learned.
What do you want, lady? I eat my own filth. Time to turn on the French.
Excusez-moi. Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Molly.
Miss Brown, if you're nasty.
May I steal her for one moment?
Officer Snooty takes his leave.
I must apologize for my despicable behavior on the pier.
If his accent gets any thicker, they'll be able to slice it and serve it with wine and crackers. Shit, he's gonna rap again.
I'd like your help with the food and drinks for the party.
There's a party? Would have been nice if we'd had a song detailing that fact.
I'm afraid Kate here is out of the picture, though. She's about to present me with some airs.
Oh, thank you, darling. That's exactly the creepiest way you could have phrased
by the
that.
way, watch out for a couple of weirdos.
You were the one carrying around a wireless and rapping. I don't think you get to throw stones here.
More like a bat than a dog.
Maybe if I pretend to sleep, he'll go away.
I heard everything. Count me in. But my time is limited.
They're putting me down
if
tomorrow.
If I don't land her the right company, we're both gonna hit hard times. Oops, gotta get back to work.
Looks like a walking diamond mine to me.
Absolutely covered in abused African labor.
Fake from top to bottom. She wears the bait, but I have to land the fish.
Westward the wagons, across the sands of time until we... Ah, look at me, I'm rambling again. He can take advantage of the film editing to trap sugar daddies. Look, I did the rap thing and I think you're an embarrassment.
I see.
It might be a little difficult to tell, but this takes place on a ship.
Long-lost mother gave her. Then, when I was eating the bread, I heard her say that she can't go to parties because she has nothing to wear. Sad.
Hey, we found Donald Trump's social media coordinator.
If she comes to our party, Mama. She's really nice. We are having one, aren't we?
A party in the damp, smelly hold with rodents and table scraps? Sounds like a fun time to me.
There, you see? All done.
Hideous as new.
We'll find it for you.
Got the right table. Maybe it's the wrong table.
These two make the wet bandits look like criminal masterminds. Give them credit, this is the best looking scene so far. They found Tinkerbell.
That stupid dog and his fat mistress. We'll fix their wagon.
Maybe they could bang some pots and pans and set off a few fireworks. That would make them a little less conspicuous. Did an atom bomb just go off? We are not, repeat, not going to show you who's at the door. You will be delightfully amused when you find out who it is. Quick, get out of the movie while there's still time. Meanwhile, this idiot's on his 35th smoke break. We can't go that way. Secondhand smoke is so unhealthy. I should get me one of those mustache guards like Kenneth Branagh had. Wah, wah, wah.
Looks like we got competition on this boat.
Well, there are a lot of contenders for worst comic relief so far. Good thing I'm insufferably saccharine, or that might have annoyed me. Is this a meat cute or just a meat bland?
sorry. I didn't mean to.
Not to worry.
How you doing?
It was nothing. I'm glad.
Now I have a
No,
reason to
please.
paw your
Leave it
underthings.
to me. Thank you.
I bet you look ravishing in this.
Could have at least told us what cabin she was going to. Why'd you put
Okay, no, sorry, you don't get a second chance to do your meet cute, one per customer.
corridors on a ship. Oh, shut up! Stop drawing attention to yourself.
The Macy's parade draws less attention than you chuckleheads. Random rudeness is so amusing.
It's determined to throw us together, doesn't it?
A little too roughly, perhaps.
We're
I'm not
bantering
sure
and it's
that's a good
fun.
sign. Now I must go.
Must you?
I haven't looked at all your intimates yet.
It's not mine. May I have it, please? You're hopeless. Don't even try.
Just what every woman wants, a man who can't even fold his own laundry. What are you doing with your hand? Don't stop that, that's creepy. Look, I have to go wash for a very, very long time now, okay? Is she in love or stoned? We bantered over lingerie. It must be fate. But enough of this. Let's escape to sunny Los Cabos.
All right. Dalmatians and the Spaniel have access to the first-class dining room, so they'll get the first and second courses.
Remember, we need vegan and
You
gluten-free
mice know how to
options
get
as
into
well.
The storerooms and kitchens, so you worry about the rest. And you,
Secretary
try using your
Chipmunk.
talents for others for a change and pick up some decorations.
Got that, hillbilly squirrel? Your shoelace is untied.
What? Yes. While you're on your rounds, keep an eye out for a locket lost by a very sweet person who's kind to animals. It means a lot to her, so let's find it.
The plot development is counting on us, so don't let it down. Well, I should wait until my daughters are dressed before answering the door, but, what the heck.
Come in. Can I help
I
you?
was... that is... Have you another daughter?
Not to my knowledge.
I mean, the
In that
1890s
case, I
were
seem
a
to have
pretty
made a
wild
mistake.
time for me.
Excuse me.
It isn't every day one has the pleasure of meeting a young man of such obvious breeding and good looks. Have
Dowager
tea with us.
Robinson.
Stay a while. Good looks.
It isn't every day.
Were the
No, thank you.
stepsisters
I
cursed
must
by
go.
Hera for being too
Are
talkative?
you sure there isn't another young lady traveling with you?
No, there's just myself and my two gorgeous daughters.
We're
No one
evil,
else.
as you can see. Well, the sinister, obviously evil stepmother type couldn't possibly be lying to me. Time for a good Edwardian brood.
Is something wrong, Master William?
I met a sweet, charming girl.
She's
Suddenly,
probably
there she
kind
was.
to
She just
animals.
appeared out of nowhere. I don't
Just
know who
popped
she is,
onto the
or even what
material
part of
plane
ship
right
she's
on the
in.
marina
I saw
deck.
her go into a cabin, but the occupants didn't know her.
Anyway, that's enough of the
She's
night
vanished
circus
into
for
thin
now.
air.
Oh, you'll bump into her again. We're on a ship in the middle of the ocean.
Did someone drag the
can
needle
hardly
across
get
this
on.
movie and scratch it really bad?
The most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Next to the
Her eyes
Chihuly
were
Garden
like-
in Seattle,
oh,
I
Nanny.
mean.
I think I must be going a bit soft in the head.
No, you're not.
You've always been soft in the head.
I know what's wrong with you.
Gotcha. You're in. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Hey, you didn't touch me.
You know, Victoria. I thought he was a bit bold, examining a dress to see if it was my size.
And then asking
We're
about
in the
my
20th
corset
century,
measurements.
dear. Young men are less timid with young ladies than they were in my day.
And we're a good
That's all
century
right,
away
as
from the
long as
Me
his
Too
intentions
movement,
were
so
good.
just accept the sexual
Well, I've never
harassment.
had a proper family, so I've always dreamed of making one with lots
I've
of
saved
children
so many
and
family
giving them
making
all the
tutorials on
love I've
Pinterest.
missed. But I don't want to rush things. I have a whole life ahead of me.
My ball! That boy took my ball!
Woo, woo! Drop the ball and put your hands up!
If someone's found it, they may have...
Don't cry. I'll get it for you. Back in a
I'll
minute.
buy you a dozen balls if you just stop that whining.
Barbara, Rob, be careful. Don't annoy the, ladies.
They're probably Irish.
Angelica!
Eliza and Peggy.
Angelica, come here at once.
I want my ball! Here! He took my...
There, you've got your stinking ball back. Granny walks like Clint Eastwood.
Excuse me, madam. You were talking to a young lady. Where's she gone?
She was called away.
How can I find her?
Oh,
I
why
ran
don't
into
you
her
check
in a
one of those
first-class
Tinders
corridor.
or
But
Snapchats
she's
you
not
kids
among the
these days are
passengers up
always
there.
on?
And now I just saw her here in third. I don't understand it.
Does it matter to you whether she's in first or third?
Of course not. I just want to see her again.
I mean,
I have
sure,
something to say to
eventually
her.
I'll need to know
Well,
if
I
she's
know she
marriage
often comes
material
out
or
here
just
for
a side
walks.
piece, but first things first.
Oh, I must go in now. It's getting chilly.
Hey, magical disappearing tea.
I told you not to get familiar with the passengers. Otherwise...
Otherwise what? I'm always a perfect lady, and I've nothing to be ashamed of. So
Which is
leave
why
me
I'm
alone.
nude.
I would be most
There is a
honored
nice
if
variety
you
of
would join me at
smug
my
in this
table,
movie.
mademoiselle.
I'm sorry, but I have to sing.
I disapprove of singing.
Oh, one tiny moment. I have a gift for you. It will look exquisite on that gown.
You know he's gonna say the same thing to her
Does
later
our
tonight.
first officer have a problem?
No, I sincerely hope not.
It's an Oreological, autoerotical, tubular, boobular
Always a
joy!
perfect lady, and nothing to be ashamed of.
Why does
Then
this
let's
necklace
drink
smell like
to
Worf?
this delightful encounter.
I disapprove of delightful encounters. Huh, didn't know they had Burt Bacharach back then. Tell me, do you know? Do you really know? Do you know? Yes or no?
I knew you existed.
I think, therefore you is.
I would have thought you'd be upstairs listening to that wonderful singer.
Well, there's gonna be a
I
wonderful
was too
singer
busy
later.
looking
Hope we
for
get to
someone.
hear it.
Someone with unforgettable eyes.
Liz Taylor?
And now that I've found her, I'm not going to let her get away from me.
And you've officially crossed into creepy now.
Please don't make fun of me. I don't belong in your world.
I'm from
I could
Agartha.
never compete with the young ladies that surround you.
Although I am gold ranked in Overwatch.
What are you saying? I'm dead serious. The most wonderful thing about this trip to America is meeting you.
Well, that and the chocolate lava cake in the dining room.
I don't know whether to believe you or not. Please don't be cruel.
To a
Don't
heart
hurt
that's
me.
true.
I've had so much disappointment, and I've always managed to see the positive side.
I don't even know your name. I'm William. Will for short.
So this is how he met Kate Middleton?
It's Angelica.
Angelica. Stay.
You caught me because you
One
want
minute
me and one day you'll let me go.
Will I see you at the reception tonight?
It's that really long Tumblr post. Oh, sorry, this isn't the Fiesta Lounge. I'm looking for the 80s trivia contest.
I'd like to speak to the captain.
He just left, miss. But you can tell me. I'm the first officer.
Everything
Well,
this
I've
guy
lost a
says
lot.
sounds like a veiled
I
threat.
went to Lost and Found at the purser's office, but they were closed.
So
Anyway,
clearly
it's
coming to the
oval
bridge
and
was
made
the
of
next
gold.
logical step.
There's a picture of my mother inside.
At least
If
I think it's my
anyone finds
mother.
it,
Could have
can
came
you
with
let
a
me
frame
know?
for all I know.
My name's Angelica just Angelica.
I'm looking for a mind at work.
I'm in 3rd class, cabin 39.
Rest assured, you'll get it if we do.
Oh, did that come off as creepy? Oh, damn my resting smug bastard face. It's Dopey's persona. Is he going to be eaten by a grue? Do something! So I guess at some point the writers just said, let's see, we've got the James Cameron couple but gender flipped, the skeevy French guy and the busty singer, the jewel thief and her dopey sidekicks, the gold digger and the banker, the Jewish immigrant mice, the rapping dog, the snooty first officer, the ineffectual detective, the snobbish old lady with the kids, the nice old lady with the kids, but I don't know, we still need something to pad out the running time. Must be intermission, everybody's hitting the restroom. Bruce Willis really needs to hire an exterminator here. He falls to his death. The end. Next scene. Oh, the NIM scientists are definitely throwing this one back. So that's breakfast for 1,300 people? The souffle's alive! Could one of them maybe say something instead of grunting and snickering and making disturbing noises? All the slapstick in this movie is taking place at quarter speed. Yum, corn dog bites! I hear wackiness to which I can contribute. No, not the Jim Bean! Huh, inflammable and flammable are the same thing? Who knew? Whoa! Well, still, any ending to that scene's a good ending. Not really the heart of the ocean, more like the gallbladder of the inlet.
You realize the locket that French masher gave Molly could be the missing one.
I'm basing this on absolutely no evidence, so it's a good thing I'm right.
Yeah, it sure looks like the kind Fritz told us to keep a lookout for.
Meanwhile, in the same scene? Different? Anybody care? Do you want to end up on the Darwin Awards? Because this is how you end up on the Darwin Awards. Were they paid by the wordless mutter? Well, it's not like I wanted another 50 babies anyway. Oh, that looks darling on you.
There's no lock in here.
Someone should have told the voice actors to use their words.
But we have to climb up to the handle.
And I would like to thank Dracula from Hotel Transylvania for dubbing that line. Why the Mario Kart victory music? Yeesh, the extended cut of the Hobbit trilogy didn't have this much extraneous material. Most movies don't care enough to show you the scarf tying details. There's your movie, people. Mouse Batch and Seagull Butt. Ta-da! Maybe we should switch over to one of those Titanic sinks in real time videos. It's gotta be faster paced than this. It's not working. Maybe we should mutter more? Yes, go all the way to Narnia, shut the door, and don't come back. Well, I'm glad we're spending all this time on a search for a locket that we already know is somewhere else entirely. Yes, go cat! Make sure to play with them cruelly before devouring them. Did they just forget these characters can talk? Well, I'm done being evil on the promenade deck. Time to relax with the daily Sudoku.
Jeffrey, what are you hiding behind the door for?
Hiding behind the oar for? Is there a mining concern in their suite? Oh no, her closet is infested with mice and video slot machines! On the plus side, maybe now we'll get an exterminator in the picture. It's funny because she's fat. You know, the ship insisted the director only shoot it from its good side. Don't give me that look.
Where do you think you're going? This isn't third class.
You will find my
boys
lame
down.
detective shtick funny.
Detective Bradbury, New York Police Department. Sam to my friends a threat. Never mind. Now look, I'm here incognito. On a special
Incognito
assignment.
means dressed like a
I wanna
hobo
catch
from
the
Agrabah,
suspects
right?
Red-handed. Get it?
Rhubarb, 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 snobby rhubarb, rhubarb.
Captain, isn't that the banker, McFlannel?
It certainly looks that way.
I suppose with his bank gone under, he's heading abroad to make a new start.
The McFlannel fortune never did recover from the end of the grunge
fat
movement.
lady, after all the trouble she's caused us, she deserves it.
The movie's first review.
And that smelly doggy's sound asleep.
Oh, really? Helen Keller knows what you're up to by now. Not sure what your reaction should be in a situation? Just make one up. This purse is really damp and toothy. Captain Hook's less successful cousin. I somehow doubt these are all trained service animals.
Hopeless idiots! Dumbbells!
I'm so mad I'm recycling my dialogue. Dolly Parton's great-grandmother. You would think the first-class dining room would serve something better than gruel. Okay, so bring your pet to dinner night was a terrible idea. Ah, thank you for shrinking down to our perspective, Ensign.
What's the matter, Captain? Something wrong?
This note says I look like Ulysses S. Grant.
Icebergs in the area. Says to keep a lookout. But there's no reason to be unduly alarmed.
You're rich and will get first pick of the
In any case, tell
lifeboats.
Stockard to let me know if there's any change in the type of ice we're seeing.
Especially if he sees any of those little round pellets that are so easy to chew. I love those.
The way my luck's been running lately, it's bound to be the wrong place.
Oh, trust me, I've got some Amontillado just down here.
Four-legged snacky wackies are setting up a party. You just decoy any canine cousins who get in my
Canine
way.
Cousins, the new reality series on Animal Planet.
This cannon fodder has a lot to learn about the finer things in life. Maxie, they're coming. Phase 1.
I hope Phase 1 is saying incomprehensible things in a loud, annoying voice. Otherwise, he's out of his depth. Wouldn't it have made more sense to have the door open from the start? Oh, and no squeezing through the bars, even though you obviously could. That's cheating. The RMS establishing shot sails ever onward. Someone sounds constipated over there. I'll investigate. You're dead, Dresser.
Out of the picture, you're about to present me with some heirs.
Stop saying that! What do you expect these kids to inherit? Your water dish and your second best rawhide chew? They're probably not even all yours. Do you know how many hounds I had up in me when I was in heat? Sorry, my butt's made out of a wobble ball.
First time I ever had to squeeze through a straw.
He has a straw back there? The hell?
I get claustrophobia.
We brought him in case we need an airlift.
And his humorous antics will pad the film even more.
Keep it down, she might hear. The locket's on the table.
So the pocket with the locket is on the table of the babe. Oh.
No other man in my heart.
The family-friendly rating is the only thing keeping that towel up. I can't see you, you can't see me. Salazar Slytherin's locket. Good thing it takes her 5 minutes to wipe the water out of her eyes. Why does he have a coin purse?
Nice doing business with you.
Someday you'll return the
His
favor.
name's Will. William. He seems sincere. Of course, I could be wrong.
He
But I'm
sounds
blandly
sincere.
pretty, so what are the odds
But
of
then
that?
how could anyone lie to you?
Pretty easily,
Anyway,
I'd imagine.
He's the one who rescued Ernest from the handrail.
Yeah, you have to watch
And
out
he
for
did
those
that out of
deadly
sheer
attack
goodwill.
handrails.
Well, he's going to wait for me in vain at the reception tonight. He asked me to go with him, but I've nothing to wear.
Well,
And my
the tuxedo
stepsisters
rental
would
on
never
board could
lend
help
me
you
a
out,
suitable
give you a
dress.
snazzy Marlena Dietrich look.
Never mind. At least they'll have a good time.
You know, my dear, I haven't worn this since my poor Francis took me to the opera for the first and last time. It's
Last
about some
Tuesday.
size. Mind you, I had a shape once upon a time. Rather nice, too. Anyway,
I used to be a
this time-
dodecahedron.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ew, why does it smell like Gold Bond and Oil
This
of
time
Olay?
to do some alterations.
What did my foster mother say? And Bernice. And Hortense.
Probably
I wouldn't
something
worry
shrill
about
and
them.
repeated
They
endlessly,
may
no
not
doubt.
even recognize you.
Go on!
God, don't
Find his
burst in on an
keepers.
establishing shot like that.
Give it back to its rightful owner.
Owner schmona.
How is it gonna prove she's her mother's daughter when she finds her?
Well,
That's her
there's always
problem.
23
it's
and
mine
me.
now, and I'm not giving it to anyone.
Go out and get your cookies out.
Look, we can't give you any more bread. We just had the one loaf. Tommy Smothers in Die Hard.
No more nonsense. It's hers. Put it around her neck.
Stealing is bad, and I
never
want to be
thought I'd see
good.
the day when I'd have to give back something that's mine. What about my reputation?
Sorry about the fleas, and the lice, the mealworms, histoplasmosis.
I'm sure this is a photograph of my real mother.
One of Picasso's earlier works.
And I'm going to find her. I know it.
Of course, dear, you will.
Now will
You'll
you
have
shut
her
up
again
about
one
it? It's
day.
all you've talked about for the
Thank
past 4
you.
days. And a little bubonic plague to top off the disease cocktail. Finally, a little sugar for larceny, bird. The establishing shot now concludes its broadcast day.
Somebody broke into my cabin and stole the locket, but that's all they took.
Excuse me, I couldn't help hearing what you said.
Eesh, this guy
Something was
makes
stolen
Inspector
from you?
Gadget look like Lord Peter Whimsy. Even the hench morons are looking good by comparison.
Thank you.
I'm not feeling this cover of Return to Innocence. If I sneak out now, I can make it to the slots tournament. A loving tribute to sickle cell disease.
So let's start this ride of love.
Rite of Love, that's page 349 in the Book of Common Prayer, right? Oh, I remember how I creepily fondled her hands. Why is she singing about weebles? Always ask if your partner has been tested before letting them in your blood.
So let's start this ride of love.
So we're gonna flash back to their entire 3-minute relationship. Okay then. This song has only 10 words and I can't understand half of them. Oh, I hope she turns up soon. I'm running out of flashbacks. Ladies and gentlemen, Sarah Brightman! More off-brand Anastasia here. Dun dun dun! She just keeps repeating each lyric until she remembers the next one. I'm gonna tap this tonight, don't tell anyone. Did the singer just stub her toe? Ugh, can we find somewhere else to dance, please? I hear they have island beats up on the Lido deck. You've got to admit, this movie does do décolletage well. Quit trying to Keala settle, you're embarrassing yourself. And they escape into the Wheelhouse Bar.
Now I know who stole my locket. It was that girl.
Marlo Thomas?
No, I don't think it was her. Mais il est possible que...
Perhaps the locket is back with its rightful owner.
I approve of rightful ownership.
Oh, nothing at all. Je suis sûr.
I also approve of slapping Frenchmen.
You know, I never really thought you'd come.
Words he'll repeat on their wedding night.
A moment as happy as this. Thought fate. But now...
Now that I think about it, this moment is
No.
kind of disappointing, actually.
You know nothing about me.
Just the way I like it, baby.
Nothing you could tell me could prevent me from loving you.
I voted for Trump. Well, fuck you then. Oh, this is new, an establishing shot and a discretion shot. Shouldn't there be fireworks or the ship going through a tunnel? Is Granny a retired mime? This scene will also be repeated on their wedding night. How many people are watching them? It's like a medieval bedding ceremony in here.
Now we can go and celebrate too. Let's make a night of it.
A night to remember.
Shake a
Oh,
leg
wait,
already.
wrong movie. Whatever they're saying can't be any more shrill than the soundtrack.
Angelica!
Well, she shut the dying synthesizer up. That's something.
Come here at once!
And the conflict is averted. Kid must have some Tigger in his ancestry. Oh, ate too much at the raw bar. Humiliation and cartoon noises, classic. When in doubt, reuse your single fat joke. Theirs is a relationship based on enjoying the suffering of others.
Bye.
Don't forget to leave some droppings in my stepsister's wardrobe. Pretty quiet. Must be low turnout for the white party. We switch live to cleavage cam.
Well, I had a pearl choker in here, and it's gone.
Do you
Somebody
usually
lifted it.
carry your spare jewelry in your
How?
purse?
And when? Was it insured?
No need to get flustered now. I saw everything.
And
Of
did
course you have
absolutely
to report-
nothing about it. You can thank
Oh,
me
my
later.
jewelry's fake, not like Miss Coppermine Vanderplunks.
I knew I should have exploited more child labor when I had the chance.
Didn't you? But you love me for myself, don't you?
So,
And
Detective
we'll be
Guy is
together
just leaving it at that?
forever
Does
and ever.
stealing not count for costume jewelry? I'm gonna go knock over a Claire's boutique. Oh, we have so many flashbacks to look
Nothing
forward
you
to
could
now.
tell me could prevent me from loving you. We'll find your parents too.
I'll start by
promise.
asking my nanny who lost a daughter about 18 years ago, see if she has any ideas.
Sweet dreams.
Okay, now it's creepy. You can leave now.
I know you're out there. Somewhere.
Yeah, she's 5 decks up.
Protecting me, Mother. I feel it.
Oh, thank God. Ice. I thought it was never going to show up. Meanwhile, in Puerto Vallarta... So, they traced 2 seconds from the Aristocats. Oh, shame on you, movie. Have you no decency? Even Casa Bonita would reject this act. Iceberg! Iceberg! Yay! Iceberg! Yeah, that's what I'm saying right now. Why? Why? It's a recycled animation festival. Absolutely no way to escape.
What do you think?
Should I start wearing pants?
Lunks in the cage? I can't help feeling sorry for them.
Yeah, I feel sorry for anyone who has to hear this and can't escape it.
Join the party.
No, that would be cruel and unusual punishment.
We don't take food from strangers, especially peasants.
Serfs? Now that's an entirely different matter.
Stupid dog. What am I saying? You look more like a bat.
It's even less funny the second time. The lookouts are contemplating jumping to their deaths right now. Group selfie. Thank you, that's long enough on the fermata.
What, you never seen mist before?
That's not just ice.
It's a space station. The iceberg must have just decloaked.
There's an iceberg right in our path.
Thanks. Iceberg, dead ahead.
The iceberg is Minas Tirith.
Left rudder, right rudder.
Oh, quit being a crow's nest driver. Hold me, Kevin McNally. Oh, great, the Balerians are showing up. Oh, gross, right on the carpet.
What's
did we hit?
Just a true beaked whale. Don't worry, plenty of them left.
Collided before I could do anything else, but I don't think it did much damage.
Well, better get out and exchange insurance information.
We fixed the fat lady.
Her timing belt was loose. Looks great on me, don't you think?
I knew it.
It's a fake!
Oh, good job, lady. You woke up the T-Rex. Oh no, there's a backdrop outside. Oh, the movie switched to its low light setting.
Being in love is the best thing in the whole world.
Next to a nice MLT, of
I'll make
course.
it up to her. She'll have no cares from now on. Just be happy.
Master William,
like me.
something's wrong. Look.
I'm feeling like a room without a roof here. Do you mind? So, Ice, my old enemy, we meet again.
I'd better go and see what's going on. Tell Gaston.
No more antlers in his decorating.
Perhaps
It's
you'd better
tacky.
Get ready for an emergency.
Well, nice to know the deadly collision hasn't slowed them down any.
Lower the lifeboats. And make sure everyone
Shouldn't
has
we
a
put
lifeboat.
people in them first? Second mate, delayed reaction syndrome. Taco Tuesday would prove to be their undoing. Yes, drown them all in a cleansing flood. Nice. It took the kid exactly 5 seconds to get into mortal danger. And once again, conflict is the first casualty of the disaster.
And follow me.
So, hunker down on a crate and do nothing then?
Those two will drown! Those two will drown!
Damn, some water must have gotten into his speech centers. He's just gonna search him for loose change. And honestly, if they don't have the sense to slip through the bars by now, maybe this is a mercy. I'll never let go, Jack. Oh yeah, that will help. I must sternly walk to the rescue.
What's that noise? Is there something wrong with one of the screws?
No, sir. We hit an iceberg.
Oi!
You think it's damaged the ship?
Look,
He's the sort of person who asks when the 8 o'clock show is supposed to start.
From here?
Down those stairs to the right, but you may find the corridors closed.
Hurry, before my accent gets too incomprehensible. Must be hard to sleep in full morning dress.
I think you better wake the children.
Nah, they'll just slow us down.
Oh, what a shame. They're sleeping so peacefully. Let's find out what's happening first.
All right, I'll go and see.
Why is there a sonar on the soundtrack? Is the Red October floating past them?
It doesn't seem serious, but everyone's going up on deck just in case.
I'm sure the
Wait
panicked
and get them
screams are
dressed.
just a formality. Like the Californian, the establishing shot isn't stopping for anything. The recycled animation is taking on water! Sorry, we need the lifeboats for the rich people. You'll just have to dog paddle. I'm more depressed than scared. The first Black Friday at Walmart. Well, they shouldn't have made the gate out of licorice.
Angelica!
Walk in place to safety. We're here for the art auction and free champagne.
You can't go through this way. Don't force me to resort to violence.
Burt Lancaster.
You can't go through this way. Don't force me to resort to violence.
There is no way out. It'll be dark soon. There is no way out.
Don't force me to resort to violence.
I mean it.
Can't
I
go
am
through
really,
this way.
really close to resorting to violence.
Just let us by. It's our only chance. The other way is spilling up
Save
the
our
water.
chin bots!
All right, but women and children only.
Go. Go on.
Don't worry about me, it's a bad children's cartoon. There's no way I can die. The ship is sinking, but the Pirates and Fireworks show is still going on as scheduled.
Hurry up! There's no time to lose. Get them in quickly.
Don't force me to resort to violence.
Mrs. Vanderblom, you forgot your jewel case.
It's your only character trait. Don't lose it.
Mommy, I forgot my jewels too. I'll go get them.
You have a knockoff Pandora bracelet you got at the ship's $10 sale. You'll live without it. Oh, the lifeboat is decorated for Christmas. Did they look in the Ark of the Covenant? Oh, that fixed my spine. Thank you. Whew, thanks for not helping. That would have really spoiled the slapstick. I don't remember this verse of Nearer My God to Thee.
Steersman! Hurry, get in the boat!
I must go down with the establishing shot, it's tradition.
I am a yachtsman.
Plus, I am especially good at expectorating.
Then get down to that boat as quick as you can. Go on, steersman, get in. Women and children, come on, come on!
Major roles and named characters first. Sorry, I have the Ruddigore curse. I need to do something evil every day or I die.
Last call, women and children.
I'll get in the next one.
It's a lifeboat, not a shuttle bus.
Yourself for me, Winnie. I'm a failure, Winnie.
I couldn't even
I
find
have
a
no
monocle
future
that
to
fit
offer
me
you. There's
properly.
going to be a future.
Well, there's going to be a future, just not
to
for
find
you.
someone to bail me out of
I'm
bankruptcy.
no better off than you are, darling. Truth is, I trapped you. And now that I've even lost Flopsy, you're it.
Flopsy? The dog with the depressed Johnny Cash voice was named Flopsy?
Come on, miss, you're the last one in this boat.
Not a ship in the middle of the ocean.
Never mind. We'll give this spot to someone who understands the gravity of the situation. And they float gently to safety. I approve of my evilness.
I wonder what happened to my poor tiger.
You had a tiger on board?
Did they forget whose line that was and try to do all the voices
He was
at
so
once?
Sweet and helpless. Looked like a little bat.
Well, smart
could
move
he
stealing
be?
her jewelry on a crowded lifeboat where you can't hide or escape. So, no tiger then? Darn, I was hoping for a Life of Pi thing.
Those horrible creatures are making faces at me!
And how are these kids
Well,
related
maybe
to that
you're
old lady
bothering
anyway? Is she their grandmother, maiden aunt,
Sit over here.
just borrowed them from the orphanage for a publicity stunt? We're mildly irritated by your larceny. It's not sinking, it just needs its alignment fixed. We need to get out of here and away from that torch song. Wow, who knew rattan chairs were that durable? Don't get too stressed, remember, you're about to present me— Oh, shut up! Wow, the ship suddenly tilted to an 80-degree angle. Owie, owie, rope burn, ow! Surge! Whoa, that was sick. Too bad YouTube won't be around for another century. I can't believe I'm stuck in the ocean with this DiCaprio wannabe.
Answer me.
Sorry, I thought you were talking to yourself.
Help! There's a child here. Somebody save him.
Oh, good thing he can levitate in deep water like that. That'll be useful.
We must get away from the ship or we'll be sucked down when she goes under.
Oh, this entire movie is getting sucked down, believe me. You can just feel the raw, mild shock of this moment. Seriously, if any of those puppies turn out to be a runt, I'm blaming you. Oh crap, Dopey Mouse survived. I've been keeping these warm in my pants for you. Ah, just what the movie needed. A pointless flashback to the most pointless scene. The sound distortion is less flashback and more psychotic episode. So, we're just sitting through this whole thing again? Anybody who wants to make a run for the bathroom, now's a good time. I remember the smell of singed hair and burning flesh like it was yesterday. I could lynch him, that would satisfy my bloodlust. You know, I don't think Instant Pots are that seaworthy. You realize he'll just start eating you in reverse order of adorability, right? Which means you're first.
Papa, look!
You can't see it, but trust us, folks, it's scary. It wasn't piggies, it was dolphins that went wee-wee all the way home.
We have company.
Look, if I can't rap about it, don't bother me. Ironically, the dolphins also plan to eat them in reverse order of adorability. Well, good thing this pod was vacationing in the North Atlantic at that time of year. I disapprove of your rowing technique.
Victoria, where's William?
Not many people know that William is Waldo's legal name.
I'm sure he is. Don't worry. Everything will turn out fine. You'll see.
Yeah, everything's going splendidly so far. Great, now I can play superhero while I die of hypothermia. Angela Lansbury is concerned.
Don't sit so far apart, you oarsman.
I disapprove of personal
unbalancing
space.
the boat. Will you ladies please sit down? Stop
Have a
moving around
dramatic
or you'll
revelation
tip us
on your
all
own
into the
time.
ocean.
Is that locket yours?
No, I stole it off a
always
curly-haired
been
orphan girl.
Do you still have a picture? In the locket?
I used to, but
Yes.
now I just use it to hold my stash.
Ever since my mother put it around my neck as a baby. And then left
Uncanny
And
resemblance.
then left you because she was forced to. Gertrude seemed so nice.
For
Told
an
us
evil
we could get
person.
you whenever we wanted, but she vanished. Left no address. All your father had was an account number to pay your support money into.
So, you were paying a rich person to take care of the child you couldn't afford to keep? I don't think you quite understand how this works.
My baby. I mean, I hope you understand that neither I nor your father wanted to give you up.
We were
had
just so
to.
busy with
And
Comic-Con that
Gertrude
year.
seemed so nice.
Oh, I
She
knew
told
we
us we
should
could
have
come and
left you
get
with
you
those
whenever
nice
we wanted
innkeepers
to.
in Montfermeil instead.
I never thought you'd abandoned me.
Even
And
though
the
you
hope
left
that
me
one
without
day
any
I'd
way of
find
finding
kept
you
me
and
going
never
like
came
a
back.
burning light. You and my father were always there.
Where is
always
Dad,
in my
anyway?
heart.
Who cares? You don't have a picture of him in your
though.
locket, do you?
I finally
fair
found my
point.
mother. Only to lose William.
William?
You know him?
Do you mean that tall, handsome young man traveling on the Titanic? Yes.
No, on the
I brought
Edmund
him up and
Fitzgerald.
gave him
Where
all
do
the
you
love
think
I
she
wanted to
meant?
give you. I was his nanny.
So you're
Oh,
kind
Mummy,
of like
don't
his
let me
sister in a
stop
way.
hoping.
Damn, girl, you're a sick freak.
What are you doing there? Keep rowing.
I disapprove of tearful reunions.
Look, over there.
More
It looks
friendly
like
rescue
someone in the
dolphins.
There's a body out there.
Yeah, there's about 1,500 of them bobbing around us. Where have you been?
We can't take on anyone else. We're too full as it is.
Well, you'll never be a bus driver in Vegas with that attitude.
More weight could make us capsize.
And you were second in command of the Titanic!
I mean, who died and made you captain? The captain? Oh, yeah. Oh, great. Just throw him back and let the sharks get him, please.
I told you, it's useless. Let him go. Leave him.
Officer Bitchy makes a good point. His leech fell off. Oh, he's been lightly glazed.
Thank you. Thank you, one and all. Special Detective Bradbury, New York Police Department. Sam to my friends.
An annoyance to
call
just
me
about
Sam.
everybody.
And don't worry, from now on, you got me to protect you.
Well, might as well
Where's
throw
William?
ourselves into the ocean and get it over with quickly. Oh, now we get to see the entire relationship from her perspective. It's like the last 5 years, only shorter, and with slightly less irritating characters.
I knew you existed. I was too busy looking for someone. Someone with unforgettable eyes.
How did I ever
Now
fall
that I
for those
found
lame
her,
lines of
I'm
his?
not going
I
to
really
let her get
am
away
better
from
off
me.
without him. Let's see, front, together, side, no, back, front, side, oh, damn it. They're just throwing in random footage from the cutting room floor at this point.
Nothing you could tell me could prevent me from loving you.
Oh, I should have tried harder to get out of that one. That poor woman's still stuck in neutral.
We'll be together again soon. I promise. I promise. I promise.
The echo effect is mocking me.
Who did that? Keep still, all of you. Everyone just keep still.
Guys,
Everybody
this isn't
calm
nice. I
down.
get motion sickness and I left my Dramamine on the ship.
No, not the hair.
Yes,
not
pull
the
him
hair.
under, pull him under.
Get that hound off the boat.
Don't make me open up a can of resorting to violence
Throw him
on
back
you.
in the water. Let him go, I said. Let him go.
Let him go, let him go.
Try to keep the boat on
Can't
course
hold
for a
him back anymore. Thank God it's him,
Mommy,
otherwise they'd
it's
be
William.
rescuing random blondes all
It's me,
night.
Angelica.
Your disapproval is no match for proper British lady disapproval.
Speak to me. Please. Open your eyes.
Look up to the skies and see. All right, I'm up. Just give me a minute.
Hello.
Is it me you're looking for?
I told you we'd be together again soon.
But I'm about to die of hypothermia, so it
Sorry
won't
I
last.
took so long.
This moment will make such a beautiful flashback. Did they lock up? Do we need to do a soft reboot on the movie? And now, at last, Titanic, the legend goes
Wait a
on.
minute, wait a
What?
minute. Where are you going? The movie isn't over yet. Don't you want to know what happened to everybody?
No!
Well, Detective Bradbury finally got Corinthia in the act and had her locked up.
Actually, he
Thanks
just
also
tripped her
to
by
Captain
accident,
Fox,
but he's taking
now
credit for it
Detective Junior
anyway.
Gray. Sam is super proud of the medal on his chest, but less of the lollipop.
Who
However,
loves you,
he swore
baby?
he'd give up smoking
Not
if
anybody
he ever
who
made the
watched
arrest.
this.
Poor Gaston, drooling with great expectations, got himself hired by Rhoda Vanderplank. And the heiress put his
She's an
salad to
heiress?
the best
Is the
use
head of the
possible.
family like
As chauffeur,
120?
babysitter, cook, butler, gardener, etc., etc.
I'm with the
On
kid.
the other
Blah!
hand, we're sitting really pretty. To thank us for saving him, our friend the ship's cook put us up at his new place of work. The
It was a
kitchen
lot
of one of
easier when
New
we found
York's
out we could
fanciest
control him by
restaurants.
pulling his hair.
Here we have everything we need. Even Hector settled in, though he sometimes flies off on what he calls business trips.
Hector commutes upstate
Rest
for
of morning,
work.
Gertrude Pickering is all broken up. Though her tears are not tears of joy. Has her
Yeah,
ugly
the
nieces
morning
Hortense
kind of
and Bernice
indicates that.
Marry Kirk and Dirk.
Because
who are
they...
dotingly
Look,
thinking
we needed to
they've
pair
got
them up with
married.
someone, alright?
At least until Aunt Corinthia gets out of jail and makes them go back to
I've been
stealing for a
making both
living.
of these faces for the last hour and a half.
And here we have the ecstatic newlyweds, Angelica and
William's
Elizabeth,
face just
together
screams,
with
I
the
didn't
mother
sign up
and
for this.
Victoria and the grandchildren, and the Dalmatians and their children.
Admit it, you just
taken in
paired
by
these
William
characters
and
up by
Angelica
throwing
after
darts at a
having
board,
lost
didn't
their
you?
beloved Mistress Molly. Well, here's hoping they'll all live happily ever after.
Except
Bye for
everyone
now.
who died.
See you soon.
Oh no, was that a threat? I think that was a threat. Somehow, I don't think Roberto's work on this movie is going to rank up there with the Sistine Chapel. Ah, it's the ghost of the busty lounge singer come to sing us off. Otello was married once, but that ended badly.
Should we fly to the galaxies, sailing over the sea? Just take my hand and guide me.
La la, romantic ballad lyrics, la la la. Hey, the Italian Animat, good to see ya! Oh yeah, work that chorus synth setting. Can you prove this isn't a Cirque du Soleil finale number? Directed by Julie Taymor. These names are all Italian for Tommy Wiseau. Sure, this was a terrible movie, but at least Paola made the ink and paint run on time. I love me a glass of Montaggio, that nice crisp aftertaste. Music to regenerate doctors by. Hey, after this, let's all go down to the Video Gamma, play some Sugar Rush. Dolby Digital, because these incredible orchestrations deserve nothing but the best.